Jamaica will not be able to fully realize its 2030 goals for a developed nation unless individuals are afforded the chance to earn sufficient income to uplift themselves and contribute to national development. And for that to happen, government has to ensure it creates the climate that will facilitate job creation and economic growth. It's a top priority for policymakers, especially those at the ministry charged with the responsibility of developing efficient and effective labor and social security services. The broader plan to create jobs and grow the economy has several smaller objectives, many of which fall within the authority of the Labour Ministry. Others are carried out through partnerships involving other ministries and agencies of government. In 2012, the Workforce Intervention Program engaged almost 500 individuals, helping them to gain training and employment opportunities in various public and private sector companies. That was phase one of the Labour Ministry's contribution to the Jamaica Emergency Employment Program JEEP, and its success has resulted in a second phase to come on stream soon. It's to cost $1.2 million and will put more Jamaicans to work.
The project is to be piloted over an 18-month period in 2 rural communities, after which it is expected that it will be rolled out nationally. Funding will be sourced from international financial institutions to support this rollout.
The initiative will secure gainful employment prospects for scores of Jamaicans and contribute to the development of a sustainable model for the construction and maintenance of the country's road network. In addition to creating linkages that support job creation in the country, the Labour Ministry is also helping Jamaicans find employment in a number of industries overseas. This fiscal year, the number of Jamaicans participating in the Canadian Farm Work Program is expected to grow by 10 to 15% as demand rises for Jamaican workers.
Creates work both ways. So if they are actually working here and have to leave, it creates space for more persons to be employed locally, and it creates employment overseas. So it's a win-win situation on both sides.
The ministry is preparing more Jamaicans to take advantage of these opportunities with recruitment drives involving prospective employers as well as pre-selection drives being conducted island-wide. As the work to create training and employment opportunities continues, stakeholders are careful not to neglect vulnerable groups, including young people and persons with disabilities.
Steps to Work will continue to target working-age members of part families to provide them with training and on-the-job experience to enable them to seek and retain employment.
A Memorandum of Understanding MOU was recently signed with the Japan Social Investment Fund and the World Bank to develop the social and economic inclusion of persons with disabilities project.
There will be provision of skills training and access to employment opportunities for persons with disabilities, targeting at least 600 persons, 300 of which should be beneficiaries of the PATH program.
One area of the economy that has proven to be very responsive to the challenge of employment creation is the small and medium enterprise sector. And because of this positive outlook for this sector, the government is committed to providing it with as much support as possible.
And the administration has been making good on that commitment. Just recently, Minister Kelly announced that the credit facility available to the MSME sector from the National Insurance Fund would increase by 50%. Now, entrepreneurs seeking to set up or expand their businesses can borrow up to $1.5 million for assistance and have until 2018 to take advantage of that offer. Government has realized that simply helping to train persons to create job opportunities is just a part of the puzzle. To really encourage economic growth, there's the need to ensure that jobs are sustainable and that companies ramp up production and are in a position to inject real capital in the economy. The Jamaica Productivity Center is helping companies to do just that.
We go into our clients, we have an interview with them, with the staff, we do a productivity audit of the firm, and then what we do is design or define the purpose or scope for that intervention. Then we go on to the next step, which would include measurement, where we look at gathering the data that can inform the process. After which we analyze that data, implement solutions, Then we go into the control and sustainment of those productivity solutions that we give to the clients.
The end result is companies that are able to produce more, generate greater profits, expand their operations, and create additional job opportunities for Jamaicans. Another equally important objective in the broad plan to create jobs and grow the economy involves ensuring harmonious relations between employers and employees. This has to happen if people are not only to find but also keep the jobs being created. The Labour Ministry is working with stakeholders such as the trade unions to secure a stable industrial climate. If the government can succeed in putting more persons to work, place businesses in a position to make meaningful economic contributions, and ensure a stable industrial climate, the country will be one step closer to achieving its development goals. And the Ministry of Labour and Social Security is ensuring it crafts programs that will help to create jobs and grow the Jamaican economy.